Hey guys, right, welcome to another episode of the podcast. Right, well, I've had a very positive week this week. The week before, I struggled to hit training. I got everything done that I needed to get done, but I just didn't want to do it at all. Certainly towards the end of the week as well, and I'm pretty sure I said this last time where on Friday I was on my way to the gym, went for a coffee before a client. That client cancelled, so instead of going straight to the gym, I just went back home and tried to find any excuse I could possibly think of to not go in, to not go back into the gym and start training. And, fast forward to this week, oh my god, I've been waking up early, uh, like, well, early by my standards anyway. I'm used to getting up at fucking 11, half 11, 12, 1 sometimes. But I've been waking up before 9:30, 9 o'clock pretty much every morning. I've been getting to bed a lot earlier. I'm sleeping right through. I didn't even come close to missing any training last week. Just everything was just spot on. And so I'm really happy to say that I'm now 3 weeks of consecutive training where I've completed all the necessary training that I said I was going to commit to. And that's a big thing for me. I'm pretty sure, out of this first part of the year, I think I've lost about 5 or 6 weeks of training just through inactivity and me being a lazy twat, a lazy, depressed, sad cunt. So, but I'm feeling just much better. Everything is going well and my training's starting to feel good as well. And I think that a big thing for me here, I think as well, is that training's going well as a result of me feeling good, rather than me feeling good as a result of training going well. And those are only subtly different. The wording of that's very subtly different, but the meaning behind it is so much better because it's showing that I'm more than just a lifter and I've got other things going on that are important to me. And I'm no longer identifying myself as an athlete. It's there's more to my life than just lifting now. And I think it's I'm happy about that anyway, because I mean, if I just decided that I didn't want to do lifting anymore, I didn't want to compete anymore, but I only define myself as a lifter, then what the fuck would I do? I'd probably turn to drink or something like that. I'd be suicidal. And, I'm not. I've got more to my life. I'm happy with my work. All my clients are doing really well. We've got a few competing this week or the week after. I've had a lad just compete a couple of weeks ago. In fact, no, was it last weekend? It might have just been last weekend, actually. But yeah, he absolutely smashed it. His first comp, Harry. I'm proud as fuck of him. He's been an absolute trooper the whole way through. Everything I've asked him to do, he's just done. Kept an open mind, asked questions, and he's a pleasure to coach. The world's biggest toddler. He looks like a fucking little baby, but he's about fucking 115 kilos, and I think he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. He's got a good mind for it. Being out all day today, just walking around Liverpool. That's something else that I've lived in Liverpool for the last 10 years. It's 10 years this year in September that I've lived here, and I've never really just took in just how beautiful a city it actually is, and I've just been walking around with my camera and just taking videos and taking pictures and of all the buildings and the architecture, and honestly, it's a fucking beautiful city. And I'm good that I didn't actually take the time to do that until today. I've been here for 10 years, but I think I'm gonna start doing that a bit more and just going and just seeing if I can get a coach to a different city and just having a walk around. Just things like that. It's a really nice and relaxing way to spend a day, and so I'm in all these good habits, and they are they're not automated yet. I've still got work to do to make sure that I keep doing them. But once that happens, so I always spend my Sunday. some part of my Sunday getting all my programs ready for the next week. And I think I want to start doing that a little bit earlier, just so I can actually have the whole Sunday to myself where I don't have to worry. And I can go to Chester, or I can go to Manchester, or I could even go to Leeds or something like that, and just spend the day just in a different city, just walking around, taking it in, taking some pictures, just all that sort of stuff. Just having a day to myself where I just don't worry about anything other than just going and just taking a bit of time for myself. And then we're right back at it, ready to work again on Monday. Uh, but yeah, so training's going well. Mentally, I'm feeling like I'm in a really good position. I found a gym that I can go to every week, just again to break up the monotony of everyday life. Like, I do like me habits, I do like me routines, but at the same time, it is nice to go and do something a little bit different. So this place has got all sorts of shit I can play with for trying to improve my grip. So shout out to FLF Frontline Fit Performance in Manchester. I'm going to be going there every Saturday. This Saturday coming, the week after, I'll be in Body Power, so I'll bring that session forward to Wednesday for that week. But yeah, it's just nice to just meet new people, and a few of the people knew me in there, and that's always awkward for me because I still think I'm a bell end, but people like me out there, so it's cool. Uh, yeah, so everything's going really well. I don't really have anything that I want to report. So each sort of time I do something like this, it helps me more when I've had a shit week. But again, like I said, I'm trying to make this a habit. So even though I've had a great week, I still want to report about it and just keep it going so that I don't lose that repetitiveness, I don't lose that routine, and I remember to record it and everything. But there wasn't really there were a few things that happened last week that pissed me off, but it happens. You've got to when you've got a following, you are gonna get a few shitty comments here and there, and for the most part, the comments, I took them the wrong way. I believe I was justified in doing so, but I did take them the wrong way to how they were intended. So the first one was I put up a video of me benching 197 and a half, something like that, and a guy from another federation in the UK, he comments saying 2,000 views for a 190 bench. That's really impressive. And I was like, what? Like, that is the kind of thing. I still to right now as I say this, I think he was being honest when he apologized and saying he didn't mean it in an offensive way. He was just commenting on the fact that I've got an impressive following or something like that, and he said that he worded it wrong and he should have thought of how that could be taken out of context, which is fair enough. If you say things over a text, then in general it is very easy to take out of context and to take it the wrong way. But still, come on, think about what you're saying, people. I still can't see how anybody would take that anyway other than negative. But it is what it is. You said your piece, you apologized. I accept it. It's fair enough. Another one, and this is just fucking stupid. So I put up something that I was starting a live video at 1 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Now, I'm not that. I don't know what right way to say this, because I am educated. But I had no idea that Greenwich Mean Time isn't always what we go by. And apparently right now, we're in British summertime. So, that was pointed out to me. And he also called me a fucking mong. Mong is never a nice word to use. I use it sometimes, and I get called it quite a bit in my gym. But you have to be cool with that person to not take that offensively. So just, you've got to know your audience, okay? If you're going to call somebody anything like that, then you have to know for a fact that you're on those terms with that person before you start saying shit like that. Because that's just fucking terrible. I mean, I know the guy who said it. He's a nice lad, but we're just not on those terms. Like, I've got a very, very self-deprecating sense of humor, and I'm the first to take the piss out of myself. But words like that, like, I can't laugh along with being called that by somebody that I don't know that well. So, anybody, I've had some guy fucking like keep calling me a faggot, and then when I called him out on it, he just started backtracking and saying that he didn't mean it in that way. I don't know how else you could fucking say that, and I don't know how else you can take that. But it is what it is. I just think like that's something that people have gotten so comfortable with typing on the phones, typing on the keyboards, and not having to actually deal with any consequences where they might get a fucking slap. Um, they've just gotten so comfortable with that distance buffer, that they can just say really bad things and they're gonna get away with it because the only thing that I can do is kick off and fucking like explain that whatever you said fucking pissed me off, but so as a rough rule of thumb, in general, I don't say anything online that I wouldn't say to somebody's face. And I think most of you out there should probably fucking take that advice as well. Right. And one more thing. I've been noticing more and more lately. Like, I keep getting asked if me and Heather are still dating. And it's like, one, we are. We're fucking strong. We're going well. Two, why the fuck do you care? I just don't understand at all. Now, I've had this message from people who've spoken to you for quite a bit in the past, and they're nice people, and I'm close to them and everything, so that is fair enough. Like, they're just checking up and everything. But when it's people who just comment and just follow and everything, like, why are you even asked? I don't understand it at all. Like, like, we don't interact on each other's social media, and we aren't constantly like posting pictures of each other and all that stuff like you do see some couples doing and everything. But we both use our social media to promote our lifting and our services as coaches and everything. And like, there wouldn't really be much of a place for each other on the social media. It doesn't mean that we're not a good couple. It just means that we just use social media in a certain way and we like to keep our relationship private. I mean, and I fucking hate those couples who are just constantly posting shit about each other and how much they love each other and all that. One, because it's fucking sickening. Two, because 9 times out of 10, they're usually the most insecure couples. Like, one of them is worried that if they're not constantly posting about the other one, that they're gonna think that they might be cheating or some fucking shit like that, or that they're not a strong couple or whatever. But I think that's just fucking ridiculous, and it shows like how people, I don't know, it just shows like a bit of insecurity to me. Like, like there's more. You don't have to show the rest of the world that you're in love with somebody to show them that you love them, I guess, is the thing that I want to try and get across. Like, we talk every day, multiple times a day, and we don't need to put it out there all the time that we're together still, but I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Anyway, tomorrow, well, it's Sunday right now as I record this. Tomorrow's Bank Holiday Monday, which means the gym fucking shuts at 1. So I've got to be up early to train. I never like doing that. Even though I'm getting better at getting out of bed, I still would prefer to train like early afternoon. But I'll adapt. I'll get it done. Uh, oh yes, and the powerlifting club starts Wednesday. Really looking forward to that. Obviously, I've been doing this for, fuck, this is my 11th year. Yeah, I've been training. I've been competing for 11 years now, and I've learned a lot over those years, from a performance and a mental side of things. So I'm really looking forward to just sharing some of that knowledge with some local people and just giving back to the sport. It's always something that I've wanted to do. I've just never really sort of like it's now been the right time, and now I think I'm in the right place where we can do that. So me and Jord McLaughlin are going to be doing that, and I'm really looking forward to just sharing knowledge with the good people of Liverpool. So if you're looking for a good place to come and train, we're going to be training every Wednesday, 6 till 9, and we're going to be looking to hopefully make that twice a week, probably after World. We're going to just stick to the once a week to start off with, find our feet, get used to everybody, build up a rapport, all that sort of shit, and then we'll look to add some sessions to that then. But for now, every Wednesday, 6 till 9, get coached off two of GB's finest, well, one of GB's finest and myself. Yeah, I hope everybody had a really good weekend, enjoyed the bank holidays. Is there anything else? Nah, there's not. Right, I'm gonna have one more of these bad boys and get some kip. Smoke me a fucking kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Thanks, guys.